It's me, Mazen Andred. I have some. So I opened the syllabus for the IGCSE physics, and it
Yes.
says here I can read it for you. Candidates who have studied the core subject content or who are expected to achieve a grade of D or below should be entered for paper 1 or paper 3. Paper 5 or 6, these candidates will be eligible for grades C to G only. You cannot get higher than C in core.
Can you send me this file, please, on chat?
Okay, I'll send it right now.
Ranim Al-Fatih says we take both, but we write in extended way. I didn't get this this part. Yasin is sending question marks. I don't know what do you mean by this? Okay, so any other questions about the boards, please?
I'm sure. How can I send it on the chat?
Link. Do you have a link? Or it's
yeah,
a file?
it's both. I have both.
Copy the link and paste it here. Paste it in the chat box. Yasin asking, can we take A2 instead of A levels? A2 is the same thing as A level. A2 is A level. The two words for the same meaning. Mazen, where exactly is the part that it states that you cannot score above than C?
Can you share your screen, sir? I'll show you.
Yes. Here is the link.
Okay, can you go down below where it says all the syllabuses? Yeah, okay. Can you click on 2022 syllabus? The one below it?
2021?
No, the one below it.
2022?
Yeah, this one. Click on it. Okay, now go to page 9. Yeah, it says there on the top candidates that, yeah.
Okay. I think there is something that I cannot understand from this sentence. I'll just check this out and I'll check it later. Then I'll reply to you guys. But I assure you that core students can score higher than C. Like I just show you my certificate.
Is that only for physics or for all the subjects?
What do you mean? What
is like if I take core for another subject other than physics, will I still get higher than C?
Yes. I'll show you again. Just
okay.
Here,
as I just opened, like
2014. Just check this out. 2014, June 2014. Okay, English A, ICT A, Physics A, Biology B, Chemistry B, Mathematics B. So you can. I didn't score any C's actually while I've done all the papers as score.
There's another piece of like information that I can show you that proves. If you open, I have my IGCSE Cambridge biology book open, and in the first page it just clearly says that only a grade of C can be achieved if you take the core one.
I'm not sure about this information. I think there might be a misunderstanding of this sentence. We can skip this and talk about it later. Okay. Any Rawi Ali says, so core is easy then extended, but I learned my school extended syllabus, so I must take extended exam, or can I change to core? The extended syllabus and the core syllabus are both of them are exactly the same. It's the only difference is that while in extended papers you must answer deeply, you must answer with all keywords available, with every you must be deeply understanding and deeply expressing the answers. This is the only difference between extended and core. Or said core in Egypt, at least year 9 students take it and year 10 take extended. I didn't understand this question. راوي
In
علي.
Egypt,
اتفضلي.
sorry to interrupt. In Egypt, year 9 students take core, and I was taking some sessions with them. The teacher then said that they will only score C, and they take the core level so that year 10 can be easier for them because they take everything, but they will still take the grade C, and their exams are easier. The highest grade is C, and their curves is higher. So when they lose a lot of marks, they still get an A star.
Of course, the curve of core subjects is higher because it's easier, and most of the students around the world achieve higher grades. But I actually need to understand the information that what you just said, that the highest grade of core students score C. I can't talk about this right now. So can we skip this for all of you guys? We skip this part to the next session. I'll just check this out. Rawi Ali Salim says in Jeddah. What is in Jeddah? You mean core is easy than extended, but you learned extended syllabus in Jeddah. Okay. As I said, extended and core syllabus are exactly the same. Yara says core is only in Egypt. No, core is everywhere. I studied in United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi, and I studied. I've done core exams. Any other questions about the boards, about the other than the thing that says C is the highest or A star is the highest? That's it. Any other questions? If anyone wants to talk, he can raise his hands, or you can also send to the on the chat box. Any other questions, even related to AS level or A levels, or even related to university? Actually, especially engineering. I will wait I'll wait for 4 minutes. If anyone has a question, please raise it to me either on chat box or raise your hand and you can speak on the mic. I'll give you 4 minutes. How many sessions we need to finish the course? Actually, now it's 10th of June. Exams will be in the last week of October or in the first 2 weeks of November. I think that depends also on the students and their interaction with me in the sessions. I think that we might need 2 classes per week minimum for 2 or 2.5 months to finish the syllabus. While going through the syllabus, we'll do 2 things in parallel. We'll study each topic together. I'll explain each topic. Then during the explanation, I'll also, after finishing explanation of each topic, I will solve with you classified past papers. I aim, actually, and it also depends on the students with me, I aim to finish all the past papers available classified way before finishing the syllabus, before finishing explanation of the syllabus. Then after explanation and after solving all classified papers, between solving it as classwork together in the session and giving you homework, then checking it and correcting it or discussing it together, I aim to solve the past papers again like the normal way with timings, with all topics mixed together in one paper and so on. So this is for Anisa. Maria Ahmad says, sir, may we have your personal number? You can contact K-Teacher website. They will manage it with you. Faris, can you explain a question from the past paper to compare between core and extended? Okay, Faris, we'll reach this at the end. You're welcome, Muhammad Nasser. Shahd Ala, do you have any information about space engineering or subject I have to take for it? Actually, space engineering yeah, in Egypt and most of the Middle East countries. It's not a it's related to mechanical engineering. So and it's like we can say it's a section or it's a section of mechanical engineering. So there are no specific subjects you need to take for space engineering or engineering in general. Actually, the most important subjects that you need to study for all types of engineering, either it's space or other types, is math with all its levels, O level, AS level, and A level. Physics is also very important course that builds the and gives you a good fundamentals and good base that you can start studying and understanding easier in the university. Actually, I saw this myself. I studied math and physics for O level, AS level, and A level, and in the university, this made it much easier. So physics and math are the most important subjects for studying any type of engineering. Rodayna Mustafa, sir, can I know which college you studied in? I studied mechanical engineering in the British University in Egypt. Anisa says all explanation is in English language, right? Yes. Hur Said, which one will we be practicing on extended papers or core? If there is a group that's going to take core, this will be a session different than those students who are going to take extended papers. So we will manage it together with the website K Teachers. So Haile says, will you give us homework to solve? Yes. How will you solve? How will we solve? And how will we send it back to you? I'll give you homework from the classified papers, past papers during our explanation. How will we solve? You guys are going, I'll explain, I'll give examples during the session, and you guys will solve it in a piece of paper at your home. Then you'll send it to me back, or you don't have actually to send it to me. While we are in this next session, we'll discuss each one, and I'll mark out the main difficulties in this homework, and we'll go through it together. Rawi Ali, which session will give hard exams in science subjects, November or June? There is no such thing. There is no relation between it's November or June and how hard the exam it is. There is no such relation. Trust me. Nada Awad, sir, can I know which college you studied in? I studied mechanical engineering in the British University in Egypt. This is for Nada Awad. At 3 o'clock exactly by Cairo time, I'll start explaining one of the topics, fundamental topics that are much needed for all boards, the Excel, AQA, and Cambridge, either core or extended. This is a common topic that you all guys need to know, and I'll show you how things are going to be during the session. So you have 13 minutes, if you have any other questions related to anything that I can help you with in the board types of boards, O levels, AS levels, A levels, college, universities in Egypt, especially engineering and much more specified mechanical. Rawi Ali Salim saying, if I will take the physics extended, so what is the code for this and the core? There is no code for each one. Here is the core candidates take paper 1, paper 3. There is no such code. We can find the code exactly. I mean, like just a minute. Actually, I cannot find the codes for core or extended. You can contact your school. It will, or examination center. It will be better. Faris says, can we start now answering past papers? I need to explain something so that I can start answering past papers. And by the way, the topic I'm going to explain right now is not a topic that is directly questioned in the papers. It's a base topic or a fundamental topic that you need to know to understand the rest of the topics. Anissa says the session is 40 minutes or 1 hour long, or it depends on the student understanding. Actually, the session will not be less than 1 hour 30 minutes by any means. And also يعني depends, yes, on the students understanding. So from 1.5 hour to 2 hours 15 minutes in this range. So Haila Sabri, how long will each I just answered this question. For Said paper 1, it will be 062511 May or June 20. You're welcome, Anisa. And how long? Oh, okay. How much the cost of the course, and how long you can contact K Teacher online. They will give you all the information you need. Are the sessions recorded to re-listen to them if I needed? Also refer to K Teacher. Rawi Ali says, sir, can we take about the curve in Quran accent? I didn't get you. Sorry. I think there is a mistake in your question. Rawi Ali. Talk about the curve. Okay. As mentioned, core is easier than the extended level. Okay. So this overall, the grades or the marks of the students worldwide is higher in the core subjects than extended. Sorry, in core levels than extended levels. So this يعني slightly affects the curve of the core, making it a bit higher than extended. But I don't think this is a big deal. يعني. Let me talk about how you guys are going to study. Guys, look, understanding the topic is only 30% or 40% maximum of what you need to do to achieve A star or A in this subject. So understanding the topic from me or from anyone else, of course, is just as I said, 30 to 40%. It's a slight part or slight sector of what you need to do. The most important thing to achieve high grades in physics or in most practical subjects like physics, math, chemistry, is to solve a lot. Let's say daily. Yes, in math and physics, you need to solve daily. You need to keep your mind and brain working with these subjects. These subjects they might seem easy while someone is explaining it to you, giving you some rules and some equation triangles and some magic triangles and some relations that you can understand easily while someone is telling you or explaining them to you. But while solving, you will face a lot of problems. You will face a lot of difficulties. These difficulties cannot be solved by any means, except by solving and checking your answers. Solving and checking your answers at least day and day, like yom, day solving, and another day like solving other subjects. This is the main challenge for you guys to do to achieve high grades. And this, yeah, it's an advice from me, let's say an elder brother to you all. Solving daily, math especially, physics secondly, is the key always to score high grades. Plus, it's the key always to keep your brain working, even in your life, even in your daily needs for thinking and communicating with people and everything. Math and physics really improve your ability to think. It improves your ability to communicate with people, to communicate with things around you. So this is an advice for you. Hur said, yes, Mr. Talk about the curve. I just did. The curve of the core might be slightly higher than the curve of the extended, because core is easier than extended. Students around the world tend to achieve higher grades in the core, so the core curve might be slightly higher than the extended curve. 4 minutes, exactly 4 minutes left, and I'll start explaining topic about fundamental quantities and fundamental quantities in physics.
Mister,
اتفضل.
what do you mean by higher curve? When I lose more marks, I will still get an A star, or when I lose less marks, I will get an A star?
لا, curve, higher curve means it's harder to achieve higher grade.
Okay, thank you.
تمام كده؟
Yes.
Anissa says, Anissa, you can contact K teacher. They will manage you. They'll manage with you, and they'll give you my number. Anyone wants me to explain anything in Arabic? If anything is not was not clear while I was explaining in English, anyone wants me to answer or explain anything in Arabic? You can just raise your hand if you have any inquiry about anything and you need me to explain Arabic. Hur Said says, if it is needed, yes, why not? What is you mean explaining in Arabic? What's the thing that's not clear in English that I can explain in Arabic?
Yes, if someone needs it, then yes, of course, why not?
Yeah, exactly. أي حد يا جماعة محتاج إن أنا أشرح أي حاجة بالعربي ممكن يعمل raise hand. طيب تمام. I'll start explaining a fundamental topic and it's called fundamental quantities. So, is the whiteboard visible to everyone? If yes, please raise your hands. Let's talk about quantities. What are the quantities? Quantities are how it's the thing that we measure anything. It's the measure of anything that we interact with, like time, mass, length, areas, volumes. Those all are called quantities. There are two types of quantities: fundamental quantities and we have derived quantities. Okay, sorry for this. And derived. We can start with fundamental. Fundamental quantities are only three quantities, and recently one quantity is added, but it's not like it's not a major fundamental quantity, or you will not be interacting with it a lot. So fundamental means something that doesn't need anything to explain it. Fundamental quantities or fundamental units, those are fundamental quantities or units that do not need anything to explain them. These are length, time, and mass. Someone is sending on chat. Okay, starting from now, yes, Faris, this topic is included in Cambridge Excel AQA. It's not a topic as much as it's a fundamental topic or a fundamental thing that you need to understand the rest of the topics. So this topic is you need to understand this topic very good to understand physics O level, physics AS and A level, and also if you are going to join any engineering or science colleges, you need to understand this topic very good. Starting from now, guys, anyone wants to ask a question, raise his hand, and because I don't, it's harder for me to every time open and close the chat box. So just raise your hands and ask the question using the mic. So these are the fundamental quantities. I'll just write a Q over here. It means fundamental quantities are length, time, and mass. If we look to each one of these, we have a unit for each one, and units are the most important thing that you need to actually respect while solving, while answering any question, while even talking about any quantity to anyone.